What if you possessed an energy as ancient as the stars themselves, and as powerful as the act of creation itself? An energy capable of reshaping reality, of drawing toward you everything you desire, and of transforming mere wishes into tangible manifestations. This force does not dwell in distant temples, nor is it guarded by invisible sentinels. It pulses within you now, awaiting awakening, cultivation, and conscious direction. I speak of sexual alchemy, the most sacred and potent knowledge ever concealed from the masses. From time immemorial, sages and alchemists across diverse cultures whispered of a hidden force, a sacred spark that, when known and transfigured, unlocks unprecedented levels of personal power, unlimited creativity, and natural magnetism that magnetizes all of life. The ancients did not view sexual energy as merely a means for reproduction or fleeting pleasure. They recognized it as the purest expression of vital life force, the very substance that forged the cosmos itself and continues to animate all existence with divine intelligence. Through the ages, this knowledge was zealously guarded by mystery schools and initiated lineages. Those who understood the art of transmuting sexual energy knew it transcended physical ecstasy. It was a mystical instrument capable of elevating energetic frequency, expanding consciousness, and attracting circumstances aligned with the soul's deepest desires. This wisdom was transmitted only through closed lineages, to those deemed worthy through rigorous tests of character, discipline, and purity of intention. Today, this knowledge resurges from oblivion, reclaiming its rightful place in the awareness of spiritual seekers everywhere. You have arrived at this threshold, poised to cross toward an understanding that can radically transform your relationship with your body, mind, and reality itself. In this episode, we unveil the mysteries of sexual alchemy. We explore its origins in esoteric traditions, distill its essential concepts, and learn how to consciously channel this energy to attract what your soul yearns for. Prepare yourself for a profound journey into the depths of your being, where polarity fuses into unity, where energy ascends like the awakening serpent, where life becomes a conscious art of creation. Because when you master this energy, you transform not only your interior, you transform your entire world and become a conscious co-creator of your destiny and the reality you inhabit. Throughout human history, civilizations that flourished and fell left behind vestiges of hidden knowledge that transcended mere physical survival. Among Egypt's dusty scrolls, India's carved temples, Western esoteric crypts, and China's sacred mountains, the same truth whispered under different names. Sexual energy not only generates life, but when elevated and refined, opens the door to inner mastery and deliberate creation of reality. In ancient Egypt, priests and priestesses of the Isiac and Osirian mysteries spoke of the Ka, the vital energy connecting body with spirit. Within their rituals, transmutation techniques were practiced to direct the energy generated by sacred union toward consciousness expansion and activation of divine capacities latent within humanity. The union of Isis and Osiris was not merely a metaphor of eternal love, but of the fusion of internal polarities, awakening creative potential. Across the world in ancient India, tantric scriptures revealed equally profound knowledge. Tantra teaches that sexual energy, known as Shakti, is the manifestation of the universal feminine principle, which when channeled and elevated through energetic centers, the chakras, awakens cosmic consciousness. The practice of Maithuna, sacred union, was not viewed as mere indulgence, but as ceremony for soul expansion. Through balanced union of masculine and feminine energies, practitioners could experience ego dissolution and perception of universal unity. In China's Taoist tradition, sages cultivated the art of sexual energy retention and circulation, known as Jing Qi. According to these masters, sexual energy was the fundamental elixir that, when sublimated through practices like Neigong or sexual Qigong, nourished vital organs, prolonged life, and facilitated connection with the Tao, the supreme source of all existence. The concept of the microcosmic circuit, where energy ascends from the perineum along the spine to the crown, was a pathway toward bodily and spiritual illumination. In Western esoteric schools, such as medieval alchemy, this knowledge appeared veiled in symbols and metaphors. Alchemists spoke of conjunctio, the union of sun and moon, sulfur and mercury, representing the fusion of internal opposites, masculine and feminine, conscious and unconscious. This integration was essential for creating the philosopher's stone, symbol of total transformation and manifestation of desired reality. Despite cultural differences, all traditions converge on unified understanding. Sexual energy is prime substance, sacred fire that, when directed with consciousness and reverence, opens doors to a life of fullness, creativity, longevity, and divine connection. Imagine within you exists a subterranean river, a torrent of pure energy, flowing silently beneath layers of ordinary consciousness. This river is sexual energy. It is not merely biological impulse toward reproduction, as modern societies teach. It is a current of creative force, the same spark that propelled universal formation and now resides latent in every cell. Sexual alchemy is the ancient sacred art of learning to navigate this river, channel its flow, and transform it into something far greater than momentary pleasure, into personal magnetism, mental clarity, manifestation power, and spiritual expansion. The first fundamental concept is that sexual energy is life energy itself. In modern terms, highly concentrated bioelectricity. When this energy accumulates without blind dispersal, it saturates our organs, glands, and nervous system, granting unusual vitality and magnetic presence that ancient cultures described as radiating aura. This accumulation is not repression, but conscious transmutation. To achieve this, ancient traditions agreed: attention directs energy. Wherever the mind goes, vital force flows. If during excitement or desire, we direct attention inward, ascending energy from the spine's base toward the heart or crown, we begin nourishing subtler layers of our being. This principle is known in Taoism as the inner smile, and in Tantra as Kundalini rising. A powerful analogy is fire. A small, dispersed fire barely warms its surroundings, but contained and directed, it can melt metals or power machines. Sexual energy functions the same way. When not dispersed through excess or distraction, it becomes fuel capable of nourishing projects, healing the body, and elevating consciousness. The second key concept is internal polarity. All beings harbor two complementary forces: masculine, active, focused, penetrating, and feminine, receptive, expansive, creative. Sexual alchemy teaches that transmutation's secret is achieving balance between these polarities. When we fuse them internally, balancing logic with intuition, action with contemplation, giving with receiving, we create a closed circuit, generating ascending energy. A third essential principle is conscious breathing. All sexual alchemy practices, from Tantra to Taoism, emphasize deep, rhythmic breathing. Breathing is the bridge between body and mind. It transports sexual energy along subtle channels. Through slow, deep breathing and clear visualizations, we guide this energy from the sexual center toward higher energetic centers, expanding perception and potentiating our capacity to materialize our intentions into tangible reality. In ancient temples' inner chambers, where only the most disciplined initiates gained access, a secret whispered across centuries. Sexual energy is not only fuel for personal vitality, but a master key to reshaping reality itself. Understanding this principle means entering hidden paths of internal alchemy, where the universe's subtle laws intertwine with the innermost fibers of our being. The first nuance to explore is the relationship between sexual energy and creative intention. In Hermetic and Tantric traditions, all creation, whether art, project, relationship, or new destiny, is founded on the same force originating physical life. When we unite sexual energy with clear intention and vivid visualization, we create powerful resonance that magnetizes circumstances, people, and resources needed to manifest our vision. The ancients called this sexual magic, but today we call it amplified energetic intention. The second crucial aspect is desire purification. In its rawest state, sexual desire can be chaotic, impulsive, and ego-driven. When practitioners refine that desire, transforming it from seeking personal gratification to aspiring toward expansion and spiritual evolution, the energy becomes more luminous, subtle, and powerful. Mystics said purified desire is the soul's vehicle. Through sexual alchemy, practitioners cease being slaves to impulses and become alchemists, sublimating desire into compassion, wisdom, and unlimited creativity. Here enters an advanced concept: emotional sublimation. Sexual energy is linked not only to the physical body, but to profound emotions: passion, joy, sadness, anger. These emotions are different expressions of the same base energy. If during excitement we consciously blend sensations of gratitude, love, or compassion, we elevate the sexual energy's vibrational frequency, creating a more coherent and attractive magnetic field. A practical example is the 5-element fusion meditation practiced by Taoist alchemists. Practitioners visualize negative emotions, fear, anger, sadness, transforming into corresponding virtues through conscious sexual energy circulation. Over time, this process strengthens physical health, refines the psyche, and expands consciousness itself. Finally, sexual alchemy is progressive, not rapid gratification. Body, mind, and spirit need time adapting to increasing energy levels. Sexual alchemy practices always accompany complementary work: meditation, conscious breathing, balanced nutrition, constant self-observation. The goal is not selfish power accumulation, but becoming clear, balanced channels of vast universal energy, co-creators of reality itself, who serve the greater whole. Sexual alchemy, with all its mystical depth and roots in ancient traditions, is not confined to temples or solitary mountains. Its true magic unfolds when we integrate it into simple daily actions, converting each moment into opportunity to refine energy, expand consciousness, and magnetize our highest aspirations. Here I reveal 4 essential practices, proven across centuries, that you can integrate daily to awaken and channel this powerful energy. First, cultivate conscious body presence. The first step toward sexual alchemy is returning to the body as a sacred temple where vital energy circulates. Dedicate minutes daily to feeling energy in your lower abdomen, the center known as Tantien in Taoism, or Hara in Japan. This is the energetic cauldron where vital force accumulates. By breathing deeply toward that zone and maintaining attention there, we begin accumulating and stabilizing sexual energy, preventing its dispersal. Second, breathing as alchemical bridge. In sexual alchemy, breathing transports energy from lower centers toward higher ones. Practice slow, deep conscious breathing while visualizing energy ascending from the spine's base toward the crown. This technique transfers sexual force toward heart and mind, pacifies emotions, and increases mental clarity. Breathing becomes a bridge between instinct and intuition. Third, clear intention and elevated emotions. Each time you experience excitement or increased vitality, through creative inspiration, enthusiasm, or physical attraction, pause and formulate clear intention. It might be a project, emotional healing, or spiritual goal. Accompany this with elevated emotions like gratitude, compassion, or joy. This combination of sexual energy, conscious intention, and elevated emotion is the alchemical triad, transforming simple desires into tangible manifestations. Fourth, conservation and circulation, not repression. A common error confuses sexual alchemy with repression or denial. This is not about repressing, but learning to conserve and circulate energy, avoiding constant leakage through automatic habits. Cultivate practices like energetic self-massage, meditation, and conscious exercise. These balance sexual energy with your systems, ensuring it nourishes physical body, mind, and spirit simultaneously. Adopting these practices increases personal magnetism and inner clarity, harmonizes relationships, potentiates creativity, and connects you to internal well-being, transcending external circumstances. True sexual alchemy seeks not selfish power, but luminous expansion of our essential nature, integrating body, mind, and soul in conscious creation. Throughout this journey, we have descended into knowledge veiled by centuries, sexual alchemy. This sacred art, beyond mere sensuality or fleeting desire, is a master key opening doors to inner transformation and conscious creation of reality. We have understood that sexual energy is not simple biological impulse, but condensed expression of the cosmos's creative force, the same principle originating stars, oceans, and life's seeds themselves. True alchemy does not seek outside what already dwells within our depths. It consists of refining, elevating, and transmuting dense energies into superior consciousness states. Through body presence, conscious breathing, clear intention, and vital energy circulation, we become architects of our reality, capable of attracting and manifesting all that resonates with our essential being's frequency and divine purpose. It is not merely ancient techniques or rituals inherited from forgotten times. It is an invitation to live from expanded consciousness state, where each thought, emotion, and action aligns with our highest nature and innermost truth. When we cultivate and direct sexual energy consciously, we dissolve internal fragmentation, unify our energetic centers, and awaken the magnetic force, transforming our life into a fertile field of infinite possibilities. Remember that ancient alchemists spoke of solve et coagula, dissolve and coagulate, as the essential transmutation process. Similarly, in our modern practice, we must dissolve old beliefs, reactive habits, and unconscious patterns, then coagulate, crystallizing a new way of being, more integral, luminous, and sovereign than ever before. Now I invite you forward into this transformative path. If this message resonates within you, share this wisdom, expand this energy, and allow others to discover this map toward inner harmony and personal power. Subscribe to this channel, like this video, and share it with those ready to receive these teachings. Together, we weave a network of awakened consciousnesses, honoring and preserving ancestral knowledge. Remain attentive to our next content, where we continue exploring mysteries and teachings that, since immemorial times, have guided seekers of balance, inner power, and transcendent truth. This path is infinite, each revelation a door toward an even greater mystery awaiting your discovery. Let the light of wisdom and the force of alchemy accompany you always.